Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Bashem El Shai Bashem Rakakodah. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, But I will remove far off from you the northern army. And I'll come back and read the rest of it. I may even go to the NLT and also the Amplified. But this just popped up on my notifications. Put up about not even an hour ago. Put up by Sydney reports regional war imminent. Trump responds as U.S. prepares for attack. So I'm going to show you this. You see this picture right here. I'm going to go back and the leadership of Iran says if they go to war, if the U.S. attacks Iran in any way, they're going to shoot on American soil. But anyway, you see this picture right here? Okay, this is the Red Sea. The Nile is right here. You got the Gulf of Suez, the Gulf of Akbar. That's the wilderness. We went north up into Palestine. Now the Northern Army is a U.S. Army that's going to be stationed around here. These are all U.S. ships, if I'm not mistaken. They're going to be stationed right there. The ground troops are going to be stationed right there. So when you go, and I'm going to show you the article where the leadership of Iran said, if there's a war, we're going to attack America. We're going to attack American cities, excuse me. But I will remove far off from you the Northern Army. I will remove far off from you the Northern Army. This is part of the Northern Army, tongue twister. USS Abraham, right? I can hardly see that. But these are all USS, United States ships. USS, I can hardly see it. Let me go ahead and I can make this a little bit sharper. It's a little bit sharper. This is Saudi Arabia. This is where they're going to be shopped at, parked at. That's Israel right there. Jerusalem is further up. This is Iran over here. So if they go to war with Iran, they're going to be facing, because you got scholars saying that they're going to be up by the Dead Sea. Even Nate teaches that, which he goes off on. It's up here. You can't see it on the map. All you got to do is follow the Dead Sea, and scholars will tell you. Look it up for yourself. Don't take my word for it. That's going to be that the hinder. What does it say? Let me go ahead and read it so I don't botch it up. But I will remove far off from you the Northern Army, which is the U.S. forces, and will drive him into a land barren and desolate. This right here, if you look it up, if you go on Google Maps and you zoom in on it, this is all desert. Most of this is desert. Drive them to a land, let me read it again. Drive them into a land barren and desolate with his face toward the east sea. So if they over here, right? If they're stationed over here, they're faced toward the east sea. This is the east. That's the west. That's the south, and that's the north. They're faced toward the east sea. So from their vantage point, they're facing this area right here. So you got Iran, you got Iraq. So they're going to be down here. So they're going to be facing Iran. With his face toward the east sea, which is the Euphrates, and his hinder part, the back, toward the utmost sea. The utmost sea is the Red Sea. You got the Nile over here. You got the Red Sea over there. This is where they're going to be stationed. So the two major spots that's going to be annihilated is this whole region right here. All these soldiers, all the military, they're gonna stay there. Further up, you're gonna have military all up here. All this is gonna be destroyed. All this whole area is gonna be destroyed. And so with his face toward the east sea, and his hinder part, his back part toward the utmost sea, that's the Red Sea, and his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. So let me go ahead and bring you that in the Amplified. Yeah, because the last time Nate did this breakdown, he botched it up, because he following them Christian scholars, because they say, oh, his face is going to be toward the Dead Sea, and his hinder part is going to be toward the Mediterranean. That's not true. His face is going to be to the East Sea, is Euphrates, and his hinder part toward the Red Sea. The back part of him is going to be at the Red Sea. Because who are they facing? They're facing Iran. They're not fighting against Egypt. Okay. But I will remove the northern army from far away from you, and I will drive it into a parched and desolate land. With its, if you want to put a name on it, it's Arabia, Havilah. The ancient name is Havilah. Forward guard in the eastern sea, the Dead Sea. Nope, it's not the Dead Sea. And with its rear guard onto the western sea, which is the Mediterranean. No, it's not. And its stench will arise, and its foul odor of decay will come up. This is the fate of the northern army, the army of Babylon, in the final day of Yahweh, for he have done great things, great wicked things. So you're going to have to pay for it. So anybody you have cousins and uncles and nephews and nieces and sisters and former chicks that you dealt with, and they join the military for a better life, for education, get a degree, the army pay for it and all that. They going over there to stay over there. They're going to be a permanent fixture or a part of that desert over there. So let's go ahead and read that in. If it tarry, wait for it. It shall not tarry. It shall surely come. It's here. Jacob's trouble's here. This is in the NLT. I will drive away these armies from the north. I will send them into the parched wasteland. Those in the front will be driven into the Dead Sea. Nope. And those at the rear into the Mediterranean. Nope, that's not the case. That's why the King James doesn't mention the Dead Sea or the Mediterranean Sea. The stench of their rotten bodies shall rise over the land. Surely Yahweh has done great things. I like that. Surely Yahweh has done great things. Now, let me do this. I want to come back here. And now it was said in the news, I got to keep watching the news, that pretty much Trump is now ready to make a deal with them, because they already have this, they're saying Iran saying we going straight to war. And China's backing them up, and Russia's backing them up. Let me bring this back. Like I said, Esau does this because he thinks the Most High looks like Uncle Sam. He thinks Captain America's up there. I just want to go to this cut right here. Oh, here it is. Pentagon warns future wars may hit U.S. soil as direct military threats grow. So Nero threatened them. So now Iran is threatening them. They said, look, we're gonna shoot on America. And they have the missiles to do that. Let me go check. Let me go fact check. It's worth a Google. Okay, I was watching this earlier. I was just learning this stuff. It's a yogurt, but you make it yourself for the gut. Anyway, let me do this. Let me go over here. Okay. Does Iran possess long-range missiles? Yes. Yes, Iran possesses a substantial arsenal of long-range and intermediate range ballistic missiles, IRBMs, capable of striking targets up to 2,000 to 3,000 kilometers away, including Israel and the U.S. bases in the region. Key systems include the 2,000 kilometer range. I'm not even going to try to read that. Along with hypersonic missiles like the Fatah 2. So let me see something. What's the range of the Fatah 2? The Fatah 2, unveiled in 2023, is a hypersonic glide vehicle missile system with an estimated range of 1,400 to 1,500 kilometers, which is almost 1,000 miles. Designed to evade air defense systems, it combines a rocket booster with a gliding warhead capable of reaching speeds between Mach 13 and Mach 15. That's fast. Let me see something. Can the Fatah 2 missile system hit the United States? Based on the current specification, Iran's Fatah 2 missile system cannot hit the United States mainland. It is designed as a hypersonic glide vehicle with an estimated range of 1,400 kilometers, which is almost 1,000 miles, which is far too short span. The 10,000 kilometer distance. So how they gonna, the way they're gonna attack, maybe they got terrorists in the country, maybe they got sleeper cells, we don't know. But this is what it says. Now Russia has the capability, their missile system is to reach if smack dab in the middle of Russia, I believe that's Moscow, if I'm not mistaken. That can go from right in the smack dab in the middle of Russia to smack dab in the middle of the Bible Belt. The Russian missiles can do that, and I believe the Chinese too. Let me see something. Okay, Pentagon warned future wars may hit U.S. soil as direct military threats grow. Now that could mean, like I said, they can have sleeper cells. And this is as of January 26, 2026, a couple of days, not even a week ago. Not even a week ago. Let me go ahead and check this. And then I'm going to cut it short. Upload, God is a killer. Obviously, Yahweh must come back to set up his kingdom here on this earth. Get ready to watch. They're doing it live right now. But anyway, there you have it. Matter of fact, let me go see what's happening over here.
All right. And there's record of this. Go ahead.
This is I got the miscegenation. Miscegenation laws are state level statutes in the U.S. that prohibited interracial marriage and, in some cases, sexual relations, acting as a key component of white supremacy and racial segregation.
Right. So they have to create laws to keep their women away from jail. You understand?
The hell just happened? He just made a statement and they just froze this thing up. What's this all about? Yeah, they just froze it up.
What I'm saying, they literally have the little dick energy, man. They really have. They had to create laws to keep their women away from jail.
Because if I may say, because just like the example I gave you, me and Bunya being at the bar the other day, it's like when Jake sees a nigga woman leave with a white man, we don't got that kind of reaction, bro. I'm sitting there watching this man, motherfuckers bumping them, motherfuckers trying to hit him with the dough, motherfuckers trying to start shit. I'm looking like, nigga, one of y'all put it, I'm gonna fuck y'all up, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what it was, bro. They can't take it, bro. This is a bitch, bro. See, we take it like a man. You know what I'm saying? When we see motherfucking Keisha with Esau, fuck it. Fuck that bitch.
We don't give a damn about the black woman anyways. Esau could have that bitch. You know? They ain't shit no way.
Laugh.
Right.
We laugh. Yeah. Y'all both, you deserve each other.
You know that you about to get used and not pleased.
Yeah.
That's what you about to do.
You know you're goofy.
You right. And he might set you out to his homies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Right? So, because we didn't,
or chop you up.
You're going to get ghetto gagged and you're going to get ate. But not the way you
like
it. Go ahead, brother.
So it's
Puts
funny.
the lotion in the bag.
So these miscegenation laws, they were intact all the way up until damn near the year 2000. It says, wow. So they were intact from that time up until 1967.
Because they used some of that against, what's his name, Jack Johnson.
I got it right.
That was the man. That's the man.
That's what they just hit Diddy and Diddy and R. Kelly with that shit.
The man
that lost. All the shit they putting out, they show you in the public. They gotta jail for that. They got in jail for being a gay free. For transporting a female in the intent to that's the
wow.
Right.
So with all this Epstein stuff coming out, including your president and high-ranking American officials, all right, hey, fuck y'all, free R. Kelly, man. Go ahead.
Yeah.
It says, although the 1967 ruling nullified them, the miscegenation laws, it says some states did not officially remove the language of their constitutions until decades later. Example, Alabama in the year 2000. So it's 2026, man. So like the Elder St. Benjamin was saying, like the Elder Malcolm was saying, Jake's still getting hit with this shit that was put in law during days of slavery. So we never got out of so-called slavery, man.
So miscegenation laws are still, you know, on top of all other shit. Go ahead and get that scripture, y'all. And somebody get Zechariah 11:5 to the Bible shout.
This is the book of Job, chapter 27, verse 15. It says, those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep.
Damn. So his widow shall not weep, man. So we could go on Instagram, you know, maybe even TikTok.
We're going to rescue these Edomite women. In other words, we're not going to bring them. They're not going to be beamed up into a ship, but they're going to be scattered throughout Europe, different places around the world. We're going to, hey, when we gather all the nations, we're going to put the Edomites over here. We're going to wake up Jake. You from the tribe of Issachar, you from the tribe of Gad. You don't like it, we'll kill you. You from this nation, you from that nation, and then we're gonna have little women of another nation. We're gonna take them as we're gonna have concubines in the kingdom. We're gonna have wives in the kingdom, and we also gonna have concubines in the kingdom. How do I know that? Because we had kingdoms on this side. I mean, we had concubines on this side, and there was no problem dealing with a concubine because David had concubines and Solomon had concubines.
They haven't censored those yet, you know. They really just worried about censoring anything that's exposing, you know, the Jayish, you know, and the Khazar deniers. But, you know, you still gonna have all them videos on there of Edomite women clowning Edomite men.
Oh yeah.
All right.
And a lot of their children. I just seen a video today. I think I sent it to you. They recording all the little Edomite babies. They little kids, and they see how Jake is, and they're like, "I want to be black. I
Yeah.
want to grow up and be a black woman."
They want to be cool. They want They want flavor, man.
Yeah.
It's like I want to be no nerd. All right. And what was I sent the video out to a couple brothers yesterday. It was a joke, but it had this Edomite in a pool. You know, and he in the pool, and they're showing him looking around, and then he see this Edomite with this fat, you know. She had the rump, you know. She had the dumpster. Man, she had the round tie like the moon, and she had the hips to go with it. And I mean, it, you know, and it had to be at least 6 inches from her leg, you know, at least. Okay, from her leg, the way it, you know, it's set out. And so he in the water. See this look on your face? That was the look on his face. All right. So he in the water. So he like looking at it, and then she turns. That was the side view. Then she turned around with her butt to him, and on her bikini bottoms, he said, "No white boys." And then he was like, it was hilarious, bro.
These little girls Italian and Armenian. You see how she listens to the, you know, she thinks she's Mexican. She says I guess her father's Armenian and her mother's Italian. She's like, my daughter's Armenian and Italian, but she thinks she's Mexican. So she's in there pounding the music.
She loves that shit too.
Yeah.
And she all off beat with it too, but she pounding that shit though.
Basically, like the whole world, man. Man, well, look, Esau's only popular because he got money. Other than that, man, he has no song. Man, like the brother said, even when we went up to North Side, even if they don't want to come up, they're like, they just keep looking at you like, I wonder what it's like to be them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Looking at you like, you're a fucking.
Yeah, we went on the raid.
Yeah, you know, so they just, man, but Esau, man, Esau knows his time through, man. Man, he listen. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 94 and 20. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which with mischief by your law?" Right, so that man that was framed with mischief by your law. Right, so that man that was really mischief, some bullshit.
Richard just sent it to me. Let me read it. It said on October 3rd, 2025, Shah Diddy Combs was sentenced to 4 years and 2 months in federal prison following the July 2nd, 2025 conviction for violating the Mann Act. So they got him with the same shit they got Jack Johnson.
And all that is, the Mann Act, all that is if you pick up a prostitute or a woman, any woman, could be your wife, and you in New York and you decide to go to Jersey and you stay at a hotel in New Jersey, you have sex with your wife, that's in violation of the Mann Act. So when they got Diddy, it's because he paid for prostitutes from New York to come out to New Jersey, well actually, because they were in the Hamptons too. But once you go outside of the state, you grab a prostitute. Actually, even if you're married to a woman, you go outside the state, you can only have sex in that state because you're licensed to be married in that state of New York. As soon as you cross that border, that's when the feds get involved. That's a federal a law right there, the Mann Act, and they did it because of Jack Johnson, because he was getting them Edomite women.
Right, which prohibits the transporting of individuals across state lines for prostitution. He was acquitted of more sex trafficking and racketeering charges. So all that freaky shit he did, okay, that's what he got hit with.
Beating up, getting the footage of him beating up on the bitch, none of that shit
No.
charged with. He charged
And then what's even worse is with R. Kelly, it's all hearsay.
Right.
All right, it was no. And same thing happened with Bill Cosby. It was all hearsay.
No facts, no evidence.
You know, just all hearsay. No videos. No, you know, the one video surfaced and I'm like Riley. You know.
Well, this American law system, that is a thing called what's the terminology? Oh damn! It was right on the tip of my tongue. Circumstantial evidence, meaning you were there. Nobody witnessed you, but you were there, and yeah. But I always, you know, I'm always there. You know, I work there. Well, that don't mean nothing. You're still going to jail.
From Boondocks, he was like, I'm little. That girl wasn't little. Roddy was my man, bro. That dude was funny as hell. But you got it, brother.
I have lived with Jack Johnson. It say Jack Johnson, the first black world heavyweight boxing champion, faced intense racial persecution in the early 20th century for his romantic relationships with white women.
And that's it. Just keep it there. Don't lose that spot. And that's the main reason why they were coming after him. And because this man, they had been spending, you know, it already been 100 years of them pushing that Johann Blumenbach bullshit about racial superiority. All right? Okay? We read our...
But them white boys that he was beating, what's his guy? Jeffries. He was a former champ. He beat this guy. He beat Tommy Burns, which he could have been a Jake because he was like another Tyson. He's a little guy. He's 175 pounds. He was 5'7", and he was a heavyweight champ. So he could have been a Jake. Now he said he'd fight anybody because they didn't have him fight. A black man couldn't win a title, a heavyweight title. Joe Gans, he won the title before Jack Johnson, if I'm not mistaken. Well, he was a lightweight, and Jack Johnson was a heavyweight. So they said, well, you can be a champ in the lighter weight, but you ain't gonna be a heavyweight champ, because that's considered the toughest man in the world. John L. Sullivan was champ. They were all Irish. So those Edomites that were champions, they were Jake any goddamn way. They were all, none of them were Edomites. Some guys were Jakes.
I went down a list of inventions from the 1800s yesterday. I'll probably do it again tonight. All right? So the thing is that superiority thing was proven to be a lie 1,000 times over. All right? And Jack knocked out every white man that got in the ring with him. All right? He
beat the hell out of them white men, but them tough Edomites that he had, you know, had to really work. Them guys are Jakes. Them guys were straight up Jakes. Like Tommy Byrne, I believe he was a Jake, and Tommy Byrne said, "I'll be willing to fight any man, even a black man." But what he did was he held out for money. He got $30,000. When you do the math, that was in the millions.
antagonized them before they
And
fought.
then he left the ring and let them know that he was about to daddy long stroke one of their women. And so it's like, yeah, I done knocked you out. Over you, I done knocked you the fuck out. And now I'm about to go bang one of your women. And so, what's right?
Conan is this shit crazy.
With a mouthful of gold, nigga.
The niggas at the end, if you fly a bitch out,
Yeah.
you can get hit with the man then.
Yeah.
She get
This
pulled
bitch,
out.
you
So
can.
right, so if you
Uber
talk to
Black.
on the plane, if you talk to on the plane, and you know, or you send her the tickets
Long
or whatever,
distance relationship.
and she come to you, they can turn around and hit you with the man.
Passport.
Wow.
Absolutely, but they don't apply it. They don't apply it. That shit happens every day. People, women get flown out every fucking day. They just wanted to get this guy Diddy because of the Ciroc thing. He got millions of dollars. He wanted a piece of that shit. They said, "Oh nigga, you want too much. Now we're gonna have to do something to you." They use him. They set an example with that guy.
Wow, bro. Well, go finish it,
It
brother.
says, he openly defied social conventions of the era, marrying white women and having relationships with others, including Belle Screever, which prompted federal authorities to use the man.
Oh, so he had him one of them J's women.
Oh, Bell Street.
Oh yeah, they didn't like that.
Oh my God. He
How
was
dare
He was all in the sherbet. He was all in the sherbet.
It says it prompted federal authorities to use the Mann Act to imprison him in 1913.
And that's where he did the monkey wrench.
Well, it wasn't called the monkey wrench. It was called something else. But they started nicknaming it the monkey wrench because it was, because it was a monkey that created it.
Right.
So, matter of fact, that prompted me to let me go to the receipts real quick.
Rings is
They
a
hit Chuck
fucking
Berry.
amazing.
Chuck Berry too?
Yeah, so, there's your answer.
We finna, it's gonna be a man act on you, motherfucker, you fucking bitch. It's
Right.
gonna be a
Oh,
man
now,
act on
now
your
think about
ass.
it. This was done by the man
Fucking bitch.
that transported women
What a
and
pussy,
children
man.
across seas.
Yeah.
And sold them. They sold them into sex slavery.
And to this day,
He set up brothels,
and get
especially.
Ate him too. Cannibalism. There's a book out. We were speaking about it yesterday called the Delectable Negro. When you look it up, it tells you that the slave masters was killing the slaves, cooking them and eating them. At dinner, the dinner table, Sunday dinner.
And then he had a special extra love for the red bowl, especially down in Louisiana around the area. He set up brothels full of our women, young, as young as 12 and 13 years old, all the way up until whatever age, and put them in those brothels for white men and travelers to come.
Yeah, you had certain slave masters. They were in the business of selling black women that were beautiful, and they would call them fancy girls. And they that's all they had to do, sell them women. They became two of the. I think they were brothers. There was a short on there on YouTube. I can't find it, but they made so much goddamn money selling them fancy girls, the Edomites.
And get off them.
and young boys too.
Yeah, that
They show
too.
you that in that damn.
And so this is the same man that comes with what a hypocrite, man.
And they still do this to this day.
Yeah.
You know, like the massage parlors, they swap them women out every week. Is new women. Them bitches coming in fresh off the boat. Swapped out. Man.
Oh, I got new bitches.
Yeah. They text you
Come
too,
get
man.
massage. Happy ending.
They let you know. They let you know they get a new inventory. They get a new inventory. They text you too.
That's crazy.
Fresh fish.
Yeah. They're customer service, man. Hey, get that picture.
This is Revelation 18 and 11. The merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. Straight to the point, verse 13.
No, just read through.
Okay, verse 12. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood. And all manner of vessels of ivory, and all manner of vessels of precious wood, and of brass and iron and marble, and cinnamon and odors, and ointments and frankincense and wine.
And America imports everything, so we getting all this stuff, man. Oh yeah.
I imagine what the dark web
Oh my God.
List say.
Man.
I can only imagine what the dark web list say.
Hey, it's gonna mention something.
Look, go ahead, brother.
Hell yeah.
And oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men.
There you go. So that's part of the merchandise that's still sold today. The black, like the other Malcolm said, the black market shit. You got, hey, like this is still business. You guys like that movie, Taken. Movie Taken.
Yeah.
We ain't mentioned that one.
3 of them.
Yeah,
The latest one was Working Man, with Jason Statham when they took his boss's daughter.
They do that. Take the bitch, said, "Oh, this is the American woman. She's worth even more."
Yep.
They take them to all type of slavery, sex slavery, actual slavery. This shit wild, man. And not just over there. They flush over here again. The back pages. They had the back again. The back pages. They had the back page.
Well, that's what Epstein was doing, for the most part. All right, and they made sure when you guys he invited, come get massage.
Rala brought us
The
to
cameras was on.
It's like that. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, go ahead, brother.
Rala brought the pause thought it was done. My bad. He had brought up when the workers went on strike, the freight workers and shit, when they went on strike, they was hearing people in them damn containers.
Yeah.
That's really why they went on strike. Like, give us a raise so we don't tell your secrets.
That's what they said. They say, give us a raise because we hear all your dirty work and we don't say nothing. They say, cause they.
I couldn't, man. That's.
He said it on the news.
Yeah,
he said it while
I got too much. Yeah, I would have got fired from that job, bro.
He probably would.
I'd have been opening up containers and letting people out and all kind of shit.
Yes, you're free, but you
all the newer containers, they have to have holes in them now. Because they were finding, exactly, they were finding so many people in those containers. And then they'll cover it, and it's supposed to have people. There's certain containers you're not supposed to cover because that's the one. So now they got holes in all the new ones.
Wow.
So it's part of the process. That's why them niggas getting, goddamn it, 300,000 a year.
Well, there was that movie. Now, I watched that movie. That movie was wild, bro. I forget the name of it. It came out last year. The bitch in the container.
Oh yeah, you want to contain the saving itself.
Man,
Yeah, that shit was cold. Yeah.
Man, that movie was heavy, bro. And she could hear them people going under.
Yeah.
Because the storm came, they got snatched up and put in them containers. And the storm came, and those containers fell off the ship into the sea. And she could hear people drowning. You know, when their containers filled up with water and they started sinking.
Yeah.
And her husband, and she's pregnant.
Yeah.
And he tried to get a signal to her husband, and the husband was trying to get out to her, and it was crazy, bro. That was a mind fuck, right?
That shit happened all the time. It was a girl that did she was on the phone with a friend, and she called the police because the friend went on a date with some nigga from the Facebook app. So she trying to track the location of a friend. She said she ended up in a shipping yard. Her friend was at a shipping yard, right? She called the police. The police ain't doing nothing about it. Police don't do it because they all in on it. So she say the next day she was in she was in Africa, west coast of Africa. Next day. So she tracked her location and she was on the west coast of Africa. So ain't no telling, cause you know the western coast, like Liberia, that's a big place for slavery, because Ishmael still got that the slavery out there.
Yeah,
probably over
Saudi
there.
Arabia.
She in the damn.
They selling
She in the
Israel.
Emirates somewhere.
Yeah, especially in Saudi Arabia.
She in some sheikhs, some rich sheikhs' harem.
Yep.
They still
Come
got
back
slavery
up.
in America. It's still in certain spots. I forgot.
I wouldn't doubt it.
They still got,
In Florida, they show the Haitian people when they work prison.
Well, that's how America started. Fucking human trafficking. That's how
The stock market. And then they try to deny and talk as if that was not the case.
Exactly. Can I bring this out real quick?
Absolutely, bro.
This is Revelations 18 and 13. And cinnamon and odors and ointment.
He just read that.
Oh, you just read it? So you just, it's like, it slipped my mind. Well, let me quote, I want the precept too, because that's one of the things that America is going to be in this place, man. And I'm thinking about it talks about, it says, the tender mercies of the wicked is cruel, man. It says, every wise man taking care for his peace, man. But the tender mercies of the wicked is cruel. And what we're talking about and what I'm hearing about is fucking cruel and unusual fucking shit, bro.
Yeah, Esau, he not even. He say you steal a pearl, you got some slaves or whatever. You ain't even taking care of your property, man.
Exactly.
It's all type of story. You hear about stories of these niggas with adrenochrome and all the shit you doing to people. Nigga, you are wicked, dude. You a fucking creep, man.
Yeah.
And you don't think there's a reward for that?
And that movie, Sleep Doctor, Part 2 of The Shining.
Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that was a heavy movie, man. Yeah. That was a heavy movie, and they showed you, you know, they put it right in your face. The way those people were like vampires over that life force, over that adrenal.
And it's untouchable.
Okay?
That's in Jupiter's.
That's why Ellen
is in Jupiter's Ascendant too.
Okay?
Ellen DeGeneres. That's why she degenerated.
I
She
mean,
lost the blood.
She couldn't get it no
She lost the blood phone number.
It was one dude. It's two incidents. Steve Harvey show. The woman came and she put some stuff on his face.
Oh.
And she took put some stuff on his face, and his wrinkles like went right away.
Yeah.
Like, man, what the fuck is this stuff
Hey,
made of?
They coming out with a movie right now called Beautiful.
I've been watching it.
Oh, it's a show.
I watched it I gotta finish it. Because
Yeah.
the little guys are at the house, so I wasn't watching it. I probably finished watching the episode tonight, but that's wild, bro.
Yeah.
And they basically what they do is they give you some. They get basically it's an STD, and how they do it though is they give you it's a drug, but they giving it to you in the form of an STD. So the first guy to get it, you know, the chubby Jake that got it. First he took a shot, and it did change him. He looked weird as hell, but you know, and then it just makes the opposite. All these white girls were attracted to him, but then you know. He wanted more, so he went to the place, and so he was so mad he went into the office with a gun. He was gonna kill the dude, and the dude said, "No, I got one more thing for you. I want one more thing for you. It'll work. It'll really work." He said, "You lied to me. You lied to me." All right, and so he took him. It's bugged out, bro, and he takes him to a hotel room, and then this person walks in and this big ass overcoat, you can't really see him. All right, and then she walks into the room and he's like, "Where is he?" She said, "He's in there in the room on the bed." She was like, "Okay, you can leave now." She come out the coat. The broad is bad. All right, so she walks in the room and she pushes him on the bed and said, "Lay down, just enjoy the ride. Don't talk." So this nigga got sick, threw up, was vomiting. Next thing you know, his body contorted. He literally pulled all his excess off, and he came out slim in his shape and extra good looking.
That shit great.
All right, and so he thought he was gonna die, and that's literally what happens. And eventually, you do die because your temperature just goes so high till you literally. You go crazy, bro, and it gives you superhuman strength before you die too.
That shit crazy.
So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Remember that movie on it's called Him? Yeah. They had the blood transfusion.
Yeah.
The gods. He was like, you feel the adrenaline and shit. They were sharing blood and shit.
When
This is another movie where Demi Moore like trade. It's like they get a body like a younger self. It's like a certain time.
No, I see.
Say so.
I'm not familiar with the one you're talking about.
But when they put the stuff on Steve Harvey's face, he said, "What is this stuff made of?" And she said, "Hold on." And she was trying to break it to him, and then somebody else told him it was. I think it was.
I remember that.
Yeah,
she said baby fetus.
Baby foreskin.
Oh yeah, it was baby foreskin.
It was baby foreskin.
And he's like, "What the fuck you get?"
He said, "Well, he looked like."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, and because he put it on his face.
Yeah, she put it on his
You know what I'm saying?
face.
So, you know, like, it was amazing. Then we found out, you know, but it was another dude who came on one of them shows. I forgot. I think it was the Wendy Williams show. Cross, what you call it? Cross train. He was on that, and it's like, "You look good. How old are you? What's your secret?" I put baby's blood on my face. I drink baby's blood. And he was laughing about it. The crowd was like,
I
whoa.
remember that. I remember that.
You know what I'm saying?
Shimon got a scripture, brother. Oh, shut up.
This is Leviticus 17 and 13. And whatsoever man that be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, which hunted and catcheth any beast of fowl that may be, he shall even pour out the blood thereof, and cover it with dust. For it is the life of all flesh, the blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no man of flesh, for the life of all flesh is the blood thereof. Whosoever eat it shall be cut off.
Right, it's just talking about those odious works.
It was never meant for humankind to eat blood, man. Especially the children of Israel. It was never meant for man to do that. Beasts can do that, you know. Beasts eat the flesh of other beasts, you know. A lion and big cats, you know, they hunt down their prey and they eat, you know, and they eat them so that, you know, and you know, and they get the blood. Especially if there's no water sources around. That's the way they survive. But man, it was never meant to be so, man.
And look how desensitized everybody is to it. Because everybody knows now, Hollywood, they know about these rituals now. It's all common knowledge now, bro. The odious, we talk about the odious works of witchcraft, devourers of men's blood, sacrifices of children. This is fucking common knowledge now.
And that movie,
Abramovich.
That movie that came out a couple years back with what's her name, Margot
Kidder.
Yeah, the one that Will Smith fucked up.
Oh, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, right. Her over Jada. Sorry, Jada would have been kicked anyway.
Man, that nigga tweaked on that one.
But yeah, her and Brad Pitt, and the movie was called Babylon. And it really shows you the underbelly of Hollywood, and it also shows you too how Hollywood never would have succeeded without Jake.
Yeah.
All right, and it was both Northern and Southern Kingdom that actually made Hollywood work, because it was Jake. It was Jake Bank, because when it was basically the movie takes place from the ending of silent movies into sound movies, and the reason the silent movie industry was so great is because of the bands that were playing the music for all those movies was Jake bands. Those weren't Edomite bands. Those were Jake that was doing all that music.
It makes sense.
It was, you know, doing all the music for the silent movies. All right, and Brad Pitt was having a hard time because as a silent actor, he was great. As an actor, he was horrible. His fucked up voice. So he just couldn't pull it off. It's like his voice didn't match his face. You know, and he ended up committing suicide. Meanwhile, Margot, she transferred over very well. But it took you to some dark places because what's that little weirdo, Toby Maguire? Yeah, so, and it took you to the underground weird shit that was going on in the mansions, and you know, literally in the underbelly of Hollywood. Even on the sets, they had tunnels and shit that went way down underground. There was shit going on down there. You know? All right, you know, it had some big dude that was grabbing rats out of a bucket and eating them raw. You know, it was just some crazy.
What's the name of this movie?
Babylon. It's called Babylon. It's a must-see movie, bro. It's a must-see movie, and it's showing you everything that we've been saying and everything that Kanye said. All right, who was controlling that? Who was behind that?
Yeah, Kanye really was just having a good time. He was just spilling all of it. It wasn't the money. They did something. They probably did something to piss them off.
Well, no, because he wasn't gonna be able to control his kids.
Right.
Yeah. That's what it turned all about. That was about. He couldn't. They would, you know, his kids were part of the sacrifice. All right, and maybe he went down with that part. There was maybe Kim signed some shit.
Right.
You know, who knows? But he was like, "No, fuck that. Not my kids." And no, nigga, your kids.
You can have my mama.
You were built right.
Not my kids. My nigga, your kids too, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, look, he probably didn't. You know, he probably was thirsty to get rich.
I mean, he said it in the song. He said it on stage.
sold my
Yeah, I
soul
sold
for
my
a
soul. It was a crappy deal. At least he came with some toys like that. Now that lion is hunting him. This nigga-
I feel sorry for his mama because mama the one that got him into that world and shit. So.
That bitch was old as hell getting her titties done, man. She died on the damn surgery table. Old ass freak.
Making her titties young again, have some young
She was getting a
keeping them in
reduction.
her mouth.
She was getting a
Wow, I didn't know that was the deal. Anyway,
Get up Bill Carter's we do this.
go ahead.
This is to quote the elder brother Yawana. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 3. It says, "For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land," which is talking about those weird ass Canaanites, those Africans, right? It says, "Whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcrafts and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh, and feasts of blood." It says, "with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of hell."
Wow.
What was that?
This is Wisdom of Solomon 12.
That's heavy, bro. And that was them damn Hamites, man.
They still into that shit.
Was that movie Castaway with the fucking ball? Goddamn.
To hell with the movie.
Frazzle drip.
The frazzle drip, because that ball represented that kid that they ripped his face off. It was Castaway with which you should have got the part. You should have got the part, bro. But Wilson, right? The ball Wilson. That was them making fun of that fucking kid that Hillary Clinton and old girl. What's that one bitch? Yeah, no, it was another bitch. It's like she looked Hispanic or something. She's in politics too. But her and Hillary Clinton fucking fucked up this kid, ripped her face off. Even the FBI agents, they were saying like that one of them was throwing up watching the fucking film, man. You know, it's called frazzle drip, and that ball, that face on that ball represents that kid that they fucking mutilated, man.
Yeah. And then
they was making fun of it. Jay-Z had a shirt with the same symbol.
They had that clothing line with the fucking logo, and it was that same bloody face, and that was of a small child, man.
That's utterly disgusting, bro.
Yeah, no, these
shit
people
disgusting,
are sick, man. These people are fucked up, man.
That Abramovich bitch, they had these spiritual.
The Aaron Abramovich,
spirit cookies. Now they say it's not real human shit, but they make it look human. You still sick. Why would you want to even fake eat human shit? Like, it don't make sense.
Why would you serve it with a bottle of red wine? Just
With some fava beans.
Some right. Some damn cheese and shit.
Talk about the
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
Oh yeah. Speaking about the Epstein file, so there's an excerpt where they talk about George Bush Sr. and what took place on the yacht. The motherfucking they say they had this little Jake boy. They call him an African boy. Most likely he was Jake, and they took turns clapping him, raping him, and then afterwards they cut his feet off with a sword, and then they cut his intestines open.
Yeah, I heard that.
And pulled his intestines out and ate his intestines filled with shit. So these people are wild, man.
And that be a part
Yeah, that was read right out of the Epstein file.
Yes.
Yeah, so I saw that. Yeah, so they
were doing that in slavery. There's a book called, and I give speak about it a lot, The Delectable Negro. Let me do this real quick. The Delectable Negro. Give me a second here. Okay, the book exposes the homoeroticism of both literal and figurative acts of human cannibalism that occurred during slavery in the United States. So who was eating who? Esau was eating Jake. So these are and then these Christians, these black Christians, get mad because we call these people the devil.
Your sitting president and all his constituents and all these celebrities that you like and all these people who are making these rules to try to silence speech, they're all in on it.
Hey, but we're terrorists though, Elder.
They're all in on it. Yeah, exactly.
Young black men in America is the problem.
Look at me. I went to attack
Hey,
in some way.
but this goes into the scriptures that
asshole.
say the veil that was cast over all nations. Like the Lord is lifting that veil. And all Esau shit is getting exposed. All this
I
weird
was just about to say that. Somebody get that Isaiah.
right? All his weird freaky deaky shit. And really all that shit going to sexual magic. That's his magic, weird magic he deal with, alright, to keep them what they feel like is keeping them in power. When really you just being wicked. Because for one, you don't need to do none of that. The Lord gave you. The Lord gave this shit to you. He already gave it to you. You doing it you just wicked. You just wicked. You don't need to do
He
all
likes
this.
to inflict.
He like to do this
pain.
shit.
He likes to make. He just gets off on it.
He likes to.
Earth is already giving it to you.
The rituals, it just the rituals, just and all the other weird shit you talking about, your satanic shit. Nigga, you didn't have to do none of that. Nigga, it just reveals on how wicked you really are.
I just like it when he says like
Well, that's why Lord got to get rid of him. Y'all mentioned earlier about how he eventually gonna be the dung that gets flushed down the toilet, and it's well deserved, man.
Well deserved.
This is the worst horrible nation of people that ever existed on earth.
That's
This
right.
damn devil. That's right.
Con, this is Psalms 5 and 5. The foolish shall not stand in thy sight. Thou hatest all workers of iniquity. Thou shalt destroy them that speak leasing. Yahweh will abhor the bloody and deceitful man. All right, and Esau is that bloody and deceitful man. He spills blood on the greatest level, man. And now, and it's just like, you know, you got these people saying that America is broken, blah blah blah, and it's broken, and we gotta, you know, no, it's not. You know, for all you Americans who have supported your country and supported what they've been doing abroad, what Americans are now experiencing is the same thing that all your elected and non-elected officials have been inflicting on the people of the world. All right, in the taking of their heritages, in the taking of their resources. All right, some man just admitted that I forget his name. I was watching a video on the way here. I can't recall his name, so Salakia. But he basically admitted that the Mossad and CIA are behind the upheavals over in Iran. There's video of Israeli Mossad agents with Israeli weapons on the streets of Iran, handing out weapons and shooting protesters. And then so they're saying, and so you know, Trump is making a statement that we got to go over here and save them and bring them democracy, when it's Trump's policy that set all that shit off in the first place. It was your sanctions that set it off in the first place, and then you sent these agents of death over there to be what do we call them, agent provocateurs to excite this into what it's into, man. Esau is just a bloody, deceitful man, and what you got to understand is that they call them economic hitmen.
Yep.
What's happening is now that it's turned internally. That's what ICE is.
That's right.
So America's not broken. The system is working just the way it's supposed to. And now you Edomites are afraid because Edomites are dying in the streets now.
Yeah.
A white woman and a white man have died at the hands of officers of the law, to straight put to death, all right, and treated like niggas. And now you're worried about it, but you didn't have those issues when it was being done to the Negroes and Latinos and natives here in America, and you definitely didn't have that worry or cared when it was being done to the other citizens of the planet. But now that same wicked apparatus has turned inward on its own. They open up Obama's concentration camps. I'm not calling them concentration camps.
Yes.
Okay? That shit is for you. Who do you think it's for?
Message.
That bitch got on there live, said that man approached him was violent, had a gun on him.
They playing.
They played the video clip above it of what was the news. News exposed them for this bullshit. Had what she was saying with the actual footage of what happened completely opposite. He simply recorded his no gun. They got aggressive to him. All right, they showed all this. They treated him like a nigga. Put a whole false narrative out there and justified him getting his ass murked.
And now they caught up behind that, and they want to throw Stephen Miller, little funny looking ass, under the bus now. All right, and it turns out man, he was so voiceful. I thought Christy Nolan was under him. She's actually over him. All right, she said, well, I was just when she got called out for what you just said, getting caught in those lies. She was like, well, I was just following Stephen's orders. All right, so now they're in behind this incident because now it just looked extra bad. They killed a white woman, but she was, alphabet lifestyle, so, you killed a white male.
You can't cover this enough. The bitch, she tried to pull off. You can get away with that.
She turned away from him, too. He ran in front of the vehicle, and when he shot, why you think they ain't showing no autopsy or a body? The shots was in the side of her face, not in the front. That means if you shoot me in the side of the face, that means you're over here. You're not in front of the vehicle.
They can still play with that narrative. This we can't play with.
He was a nurse.
Yeah.
And then he was a nurse. Ain't nothing violent about a man nurse.
He's been saving and working with people in hospitals and shit like that.
He looked when you see him, he looked weak and soft. He didn't look like he was the warrior type to carry a gun. He didn't even look like the type. Oh, okay.
No, he did. It was concealed. He never drew or brandished his gun. And he was a licensed concealed carry guy. He had his hat, and so he was standing videotaping. And another part of the story that they're not telling is that the woman that got pepper sprayed and pushed to the ground violently, he knew her. All right. So all he did was go over to help her up. He never approached them at all. He just because he pushed her, so it wasn't like he was trying to. He wasn't arresting this woman. He pepper sprayed her and pushed her to the ground, and he went over to help her. He never said a word to him. And when he helped her up, that dude just got enraged that how dare you help up if I just kicked the ass to the ground and sprayed in the face. And he sprayed them both again. All right. And then he got sprayed, and when he was like this, trying to cover his eyes, next thing you know, he started getting stolen on. And he just started getting, next thing you know, it was some nigga shit. Yeah. The next thing you know, they was pistol whooping and putting the boots on. Yeah. These are lawmen. Yeah. They whooping him like right. He was getting jumped in the game or some shit.
Rodney King got out there. Hey, that's funny.
That nigga, they realized he was the ops. Yeah. Then that nigga the ops.
Yeah. And what kind of American are you?
Right.
Hey, what kind of American are you?
Right. He said the wrong thing or something.
Yeah, what's that?
He threw up the wrong set or something.
Hey, but that's beautiful.
We got them kind of crackers.
Yeah.
And they started whooping him, bro. Yeah. They pistol whooping him, and all this shit is caught on film. And then you saw the dude take the gun and run away. He's unarmed, and then the other dude just dump on him. And in his back, while he, it was like it was a gas station brawl, bro.
Hey, you the new niggas now. See, you're a nigger now. Nigga, you're a nigger now. How's it feel to be a nigger? See,
then they put on the TV a complete lie, and the whole world saw it. Just like you said, St. Benji. They spun a narrative that everybody's looking at the tape like, nah, nigga, that ain't what happened. So what did that do? That made your citizens not trust you even more so than they already don't, and it made the rest of the world basically they're clapping at you. Yeah. They're looking at you sideways, man. They shall narrowly look upon thee. All right? And that's what they're doing. They narrowly look upon thee. And saying, is this the man? You exposed, man.
It's time for you to drink now. Like it says in Lamentation, it says, drink now, drink that cup now. See, What we're watching is him take a couple sips, man. And he don't
That's
like
it. It just,
No, I don't like it, dog.
he
Niggas
just
sit
took-
down.
That ain't even a sip.
Yeah,
That's a
you.
drop.
Oh, it's a drop. bro.
Niggas
Ain't
been
even a
dealing
sip.
with this
Right.
shit. Niggas been dealing with this shit for hundreds of years.
Right.
You
Yeah.
getting a taste. Hey, you
Face
been
all squared up.
you living the paycheck to paycheck. All right, your women going to the enemy for help. God damn it. Been dealing with this shit. Our women been selling us out. God damn it. Now your women doing it. God damn it. Now-
You reap what you sow.
Right. The curse is on your ass, nigga.
I have precept. I have
The elder
precept.
got one. The elder got
Go ahead,
one.
brother. No,
This,
let me get this.
All right, this Isaiah 32 and 5. The vile person shall no more be called liberal, nor
Motherfucker.
the churl said to be bountiful. All right, Esau has had this image of light going on for a while now, like it says in the scriptures. Satan made himself as an angel of light. The world looked at Americans and the Edomites as God. All right, but that's changing now. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy and to utter error against the Lord, to make empty the hungry, and it will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. All right.
And you know how many videos are floating around with Edomite saying, and certain Northern Kingdom. I've seen lots of videos where they're saying, "Damn, black people been telling us the whole time."
Yeah.
They've been, they said they've been telling us the whole time.
In the
And now,
peppers.
yeah. And so people are really starting to see it. And just like with them arresting Don Lemon, what did he say a couple years back? He said white men are the problem. And that's exactly what it is. And I knew that eventually they was gonna get him for that. I said he can get away with that. They gonna get his ass eventually. And now they got it. All right? And he on the alphabet team too?
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, but yeah, and it's true. It's true. All right, but this is Jeremiah 49 and 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself."
And
Yes.
can I make a quick point to
Go
that?
ahead, brother.
And you becoming bitter, all right? This goes with Habakkuk. All right, your glory, that shameful spewing. The world is hating you. Obadiah, you're despised. And the chief of Esau are you fucking Jewish rats, man. All right, and the world is speaking against you. The world is saying what you. The world is declaring that justice needs to be had for you in Palestine,
Including many of your own. I got a video that I'm sitting on right now that I do intend to do a lesson on. I probably will do it on critical race historical facts, not theory.
Message.
But it's of a rabbi. It's of a Jewish rabbi, historian. Shitting on, the big H hoax. Okay? He's the hologram. He said he's calling it the most successful deceit that ever happened in history.
So much information is coming out about
Okay.
that shit. A motherfucker just broke.
And this is a rabbi.
Yeah.
Okay?
They own,
Mind you.
They own going into it. I just learned what the word means. It was a sacrifice to get the land. The nigga with the little mustache the whole time, he was in cahoots. He made it clear this is on public record. He wanted to establish that land of Israel for them himself. He wanted them to get that land. This is all what it said.
Wow.
And that word,
Maybe that makes sense why we've been seeing deniers doing all this stuff
Yeah.
with people who bear the double likeness in the SS symbol.
Yep.
Why they've been working in cahoots while they're in ICE together.
And that H word
All
was
right?
sacrifice. And that was the whole thing. They were sacrificing their own, basically,
Yeah.
so they can get this land. Get some empathy from the rest of the world, some sympathy, whichever one.
Yeah.
All right, but this is already planned. You can look this up, regular information. It was already proposed from Hitler that let's get them this land, which is what they fucking wanted.
You think this is a real Queen?
Let me get this real quick.
The whole hologram, huh? Is it?
This is the etymology of the word hollow, sacrifice by fire. Okay. This is the etymology of the word Holocaust, sacrifice by fire, burnt offering.
Yeah, that's why I just learned that.
I just learned
When
it.
it
They
keeps
broke
some
it
from the
down.
middle.
These are the heathen. They took on themselves.
Yeah, and like I said, and I have a video
That shit crazy.
of a rabbi going into it, breaking it down, he said that it was the biggest, you know, and I'm not gonna say the word, but he said that that particular event that took place in World War II was the most successful hoax that we ever pulled off.
Wow.
He said it.
It's coming out more about all the millions of Christians that they killed, Russians.
Oh yeah,
all
the
this shit.
the
That's
60.
coming out more.
Look, what that one of those modern wars when they were in Russia fighting. That's what that was. Right. That was when they were you were in one of those. It was one of those modern warfare games, which took you through the whole Bolshevik. It took you through all that when they were killing, when they were fighting in Russia. That's what that was, and that was what was happening. And they killed 60 million plus Christians.
60 million.
60 million Christians were killed by the Khazar deniers. Right, and then they turned around and you know. And cried about a number that you know, that 6 number, which has more holes in it than Swiss cheese. Because I remember way back when Batak was in the camp, we had a Jewish almanac from 1939. And that almanac said that there were almost 2.9 million of them, of this particular group of people in that region. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, damn, almost 2.9 million? So it's like, well, shit. Well, he be all up on you know, he do that. But if it's almost 2.9 million, then how did 6 die? I'm just saying, you know, it does the math not math. And that was from one of their own sources from the time period. Solid, we had it, okay? Yeah, it was from an almanac from 1939, a Jewish almanac, and that's what it said. Almost 2.9 million of them. I'm like, well, then where are they getting this number from? You know?
The Havara transfer agreement, the Havara agreement. That was 1933's version, where they can go to Palestine and purchase German goods to swap their money out there.
So the facts surrounding that whole event has been very muddy, and basically, Germans have you know, took the low on that one. I mean, collectively, when a lot of them are actually the same people, and we know about the lineage of the dude with the little mustache, you know, and we know about his lineage, and his lineage was exactly what he supposedly was, you know, against. So anyway,
right, and they found pictures of him standing next to a J-ish girl, smiling and shit, cheesing. Motherfucker had resorts and tennis courts, swimming fucking pools, man.
The scriptures say he's the anointed cherub that covers.
Right.
This dude M.O. He's the original master of disguise.
We saw both the Running Man Old and New, both the great movies, and they both show you how if you can lie about something that happened yesterday to the whole world, how much easier is it to lie about something that happened 50 years ago? Right. That happened 100 years ago. That happened 200 years ago. Nigga, you lied about what happened yesterday on national TV. All right? You know, you lying because the people that were there, and you know, they're experiencing it, they looking at the story like, what the fuck? Huh?
Right. I'm here to lie.
They doing modern day Mandela effect type stuff.
Yeah.
Make you seem like you're crazy. Like, no,
bro. I got a video, another one. I think I did. I think I did do it in the.
He definitely made that.
I think I did use it in a lesson, but in this video, it's got a Israeli girl, and you see the Israeli girl, and she's playing a news story. And it's showing her dead. She died in some attack and shit. And she's like, "Hi, I'm right here." What
I saw that.
That shit. She was like, "What the fuck?" Yeah, she looking at herself dead on TV.
Yeah, I remember that. That was recent.
Yeah, it's recent. And she's like, "Oh no, this you know, her language. Not true. I'm right here." Right. And so people will see that and get and she was, pretty girl. So people see it and get enraged and be mad. They want blood. They want revenge and all this shit. And she's like, I'm right here. So these people lie, and instantly, what happened today, what happened yesterday, how much easier is it to lie about what happened yesteryear?
Get your favorite scripture.
That's why
Right. Yeah, they are. They are forgers of lies, man.
That's why Scripture says the Lord's going to destroy him with the spirit of his mouth and the brightness of his coming, man.
Get that.
Yeah.
That's the 2 Thessalonians. Go ahead and get it, bro.
Yeah.
Because we're going to give it a wrap. Somebody get that Job 13:4, man. Because these people, they're just forgers of lies, man. Get the Psalms 58:3 too, man. Every time they open their mouth, shit falleth from it.
I got it right here.
A lie.
Yep. It says 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And the spirit in his mouth is the prophets.
It is prophets, and them chariots, what you keep calling UAPs and UFOs, they coming for that red ass, man. All right? They coming for you, and they've already showed you that your weapons can't do anything against you.
Can't do nothing.
Okay?
Nothing.
Read that next and last scripture.
Psalms 58:3. The wicked are strange from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Yeah, it is, man.
As soon as they be born, they speaking lies. So he's been lying about everything for the last fucking 5 years.
Ever since the Lord created.
Hey, I got this.
Yeah. The first lie he told was that he don't know where his brother is.
Thou shalt not die. You
Yeah.
from the tree, thou shalt not die.
Yeah, but he can't.
Right, ever since that Renaissance, he came back into power, he just been lying. Straight from the late 13, early 1400s, he just been lying all the way to that.
He ain't never stopped.
He ain't never stopped.
It's a wicked and wild wind that blew down the doors that let me in. What's that song? Viva la Vida?
This is John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning. Who was that talking about? Cain. And abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him.
There it is. So if we get mad, then you have to remind yourself spiritually that Edom is just doing what Edom is supposed to do. All right, he's doing what he's doing. He can't, you can't make a snake not be a snake.
Right.
You can't make a scorpion not be a scorpion. Right? I don't care how much you feed him and take care of him. If you're not paying attention and you put your hand there, he gonna sting your ass.
Why you sting me?
Right? You like, nigga, I'm a scorpion.
What you done?
That's what I do.
I couldn't help it.
Right? Some more to that?
It say, when he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Hey, Rollo, because scriptures say, wicked was created for David.
Yeah.
He's been chosen by the Lord to play that role.
And he doing a goddamn good job.
Yeah, man, hand claps.
Hand claps.
He get the award.
You are,
Right? He's been the best devil that the devil. Nobody could have played that role. No. He's been the best devil, the best deceiver, the best murderer, the best rapist, all of that.
And it's
we're gonna be in 1,000 years. We're gonna be the best, having our foot sideways up his fucking ass.
The sideways foot award.
We're gonna do the best, fucking them up for 1,000 years.
Right. And this scripture also proves that the devil is a man. It don't say it's referring to Esau Edom as the devil. It's not referring to the spiritual entity. All right, as being the devil. Is referring to Esau as being the devil.
Is this the man?
Is this the man?
All right. And so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakwadash, Kwam Yasharala, Abba.
You're the best around. Nothing's around. So I went out. It took about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to change my car over. I forgot. So anyway, shalom, on to the next.